All right, so Pipetown is actually deeper down the spike than you guys had been previously. The Drift's End is about halfway down, kind of like a centralized location, but Pipetown is much lower and more of the maintenance and industrial sections. As you guys are coming down, the main lift, it's really kind of hiss, clang, clang, sort of, not as shiny and, presentable as even like, the section where Drift's End is. As you guys arrive, you get to a couple of streets, kind of corridors, and eventually, if you want to move those four, you do get to what appears to be a short kind of corridor. It's still got, more of a shed, kind of like storage area section. There's four, kind of in this area where you guys were led, is about four 2-story tall, and then one that's 3-story tall. And, kind of just holding up the scanner, it definitely seems like that big one is the one you're looking for.
Oh boy.
I'll take point.
Sure, I'll get the rear.
And draw my pistol.
The second from back.
Okay, so just order as you, like, close to the edge back there as you can.
Closest to the edge.
Closest to the edge, yeah. Just because, we just needed a good order.
Sure.
And what is Buzz doing?
Right now, he's like halfway between us and the largest building. Just like
Ground level, second floor-ish. What height are we looking at?
Yeah, like second floor-ish, just like about here, just kind of keeping a general eye on things.
Okay. Give him. And he's floating kind of, on the top portion of that one, we'll say. Actually, if you want to put that up there, because it's technically, he's above it. I don't know if that won't fit that way. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, good enough. All right, so you see him kind of. Are you trying to have him be low key? There's not a lot of traffic here, both maintenance, droids, and everything like that. Okay, go ahead and have him get a stealth check. And how are you guys approaching?
Careful.
Eerily enough, you don't see any other foot traffic.
Okay. It's a 9 for stealth.
9? Okay. King, he kind of catches the top of the shed.
I think as we make our way up, I want to ditch into one of these and hide.
What are you, before you're moving, what is it that you're doing? Don't just, let me know how your approach is coming.
Well, I want to try to be stealth and move up to this corner right here and take cover before I move up to the objective.
That's kind of where I'm headed to.
Okay, you guys are trying to move as stealthy as again.
I want to do the same thing, but moving there.
Okay, so individually, go ahead and do your stealth checks.
If it's doesn't have a rank, it's just the ability one I've added, right?
Correct.
13.
Shit. 9.
16.
26.
26.
Stealth.
Okay.
26.
You, Soren, are kind of like running behind Ziddix. Ziddix quickly, passes around the corner and he's gone. And there's like conduits kind of on the side.
Like lowers down and just skitters real quick. Like a roach running from light turning on.
Exactly. So you kind of catch the edge and you hear a little bit of a, like a low kind of like thud as you hit the wall. Yours was how much, Ted?
9.
9 as well? Okay. Not the stealthiest approach, but Skada,
Yep.
what was yours?
That was 16.
16? And where were you going?
I was going this
Each
way.
of these buildings, just as kind of a indicator, has a singular door, and they're about 2 stories tall, and they're closed.
Okay. Any
And you see
windows?
double doors. Perception check. as you're running over.
19.
19. These buildings don't seem to have any windows. You do notice 2 large kind of like windows on the 3-story building on that 3rd floor.
Okay.
You know, effectively, it's kind of hard to tell from the outside, but it definitely is. You know, you're just gauging kind of like the heights. It's probably about
Can I ping Buzz?
3 stories. Ping Buzz.
Yeah, I want to ask him if he can see anything in those windows.
Buzz, okay. So I mean, Buzz kind of like, you know, he's like, I
Does he have
mean,
like a
I can take a look if you want me to.
thermo camera?
No, he's just got, you know, kind of his visuals that you
Regular
can't
old
really
optics.
connect to it. But
Okay.
Yeah.
You can patch into those and see what
Nope.
you see him.
nope.
God damn.
You can relay it to me. I can do that later if I mod.
Put it on a back burner.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. So he kind of, you know, patches over. So, boss, what do you want me to do?
Just try and keep a low profile, but take a look inside the 3rd floor if you would. See who's in there if you can.
He kind of like starts kind of like, you know, very quietly trying to approach, and it's right about when he's like halfway over the building that you see the front door kind of like open up, and you kind of see this kind of like really gringly work suit wearing human kind of male step out, and he's looking around, and he kind of looks down the alleyway. And he's like really kind of looking about. He seems to scan the kind of like long alley and then like the ones to the left, to the right. And he kind of closes the door again.
We should.
Who else saw that? Him walk out.
Oh, he wasn't trying to hide. So whoever was right on the edge there, which was Tet and Soren.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you see, Soren?
So human just came out. I think we're being a little too loud. Let's try taking the long way around and
Sure.
go down the alley.
Soren and I will
up and
take
over
this little.
back alley.
Okay.
Stealth style.
All right, so you guys go ahead and rolling around that way.
Mhm.
What are you guys doing as you're doing that?
Probably do the same thing. Just go around the long way and try and keep moving upwards.
Okay. And you sending Buzz towards that window?
Yeah.
All right, I'll have you guys roll one more stealth check.
For me,
11.
Really good.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, like,
Okay.
super
8.
good.
8.
Yep.
13 for me and a non-natural 20 for Buzz.
Okay.
11.
27.
Okay. So Zidek's just blending with the shadows. You're barely kind of seeing him as he's moving by. Buzz is kind of floating, and as he's kind of, you hear him over his communicator. Looks like there's about 4. He's like, oh shit, look out! And you see as kind of rolling around this corner, you see one of the humans, and he turns and he's about ready to shoot. You guys go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh god.
Boy.
Come on, True Blue.
17.
And you guys notice that one is starting to roll around this corner as well.
Ah shit.
Oh boy. Where's my initiative?
10.
Top right. Right below
What's your
description.
checks? 2. Okay, mine's 2 as well.
Ah,
You can go first if you want.
Initiative.
Okay.
6.
What was yours?
Plus 4. 10.
I rolled a
17.
10 too, so
Oh,
that it
okay.
depends on your
Oh,
dex
okay.
mod,
Cool.
and ours are the same, so you can
Oh.
go first if you want,
Okay.
because we'll be going pretty much at the same time.
All right, so what did you guys get?
16.
10.
16, hold on. 10?
No, not me.
Yeah. No.
Okay, he got 10.
10,
Mm-hmm.
and Buzz got a 17.
Okay.
17.
17.
6.
I'm assuming Buzz's dex mod is higher.
It's a 3.
Okay. Well, you guys will be able to go at the same time if you wish. So, whoever wants to go, Buzz or Soren.
Oh.
You guys are up first.
Well, Buzz's dex is higher than mine.
Right.
No, but you go ahead. I'd rather have a person go and then he'll.
So you see a guy rolling around this corner as it's a very thin kind of alleyway that's kind of very jutting up against the edge of the area around here.
Gotcha. First, for things first, I'm gonna start attuning in with my solar powers.
Okay.
Whatever it's called.
Yep. And are you doing solar or okay? So all right, go ahead.
Then I'm gonna do 5 and then a 10 to get on the corner right here, so I can have some cover.
All right.
And I guess I'll take a good couple shots at him
Okay.
with
Go.
my tactical pistol.
Go ahead and make your shots.
14 plus. That's a 17.
14 plus 17. Yeah, there's 17 total.
Yeah, 17 total.
Okay, that hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
4.
4. All right. So you see as you lean around the corner, you blast and you see the slug impact into the guy's shoulder, and you see him kind of rolls from the recoil of it.
Alright. Second shot, or is that it?
Hmm?
Can I take another shot at him, or?
Well, no, you already moved, so you wouldn't be. You would have to use a full action to attack twice.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so that's the end of your turn. Buzz is up. As Buzz is now about here, kind of, even with that third-story window.
Does he have line of sight on anybody?
He would have actually, because he can see it. I'll just, it's fine. Buzz is looking inside. He sees. Doesn't see the two guys on the outside. What he sees is on the shooter,
Oh shit.
a person bound there, and another kind of shearing right at that front door. And it looks like he's about to kind of go out the front door.
Okay. So he can see the Sheeran right there?
Yeah, he's right up against it, so he's kind of looking down and he can see him.
Okay. Buzz is going to take a shot with
Okay.
the Sheeran there.
All right. Just because it's like straight down, there's still a little bit of like girder because it's like above the framework, so it's partial kind of cover, like shooting through there. But you'll be able to go ahead and shoot.
16?
16 hits.
Yes. Two damage.
2 damage?
Yep.
All right. And that was 16 against the EAC, right? Okay, cool. All right. So you see, you hear the boom as Buzz kind of like lets off a blast down in. You can hear the glass shattering as he shoots into the shed itself. You guys don't see where he's shooting at, but you hear kind of a from inside. Like just kind of a slight groan. Thank you. All right, Ziddix, you're up.
Playing Jedi Academy.
Yeah.
I pull out my sniper.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, he seems to be far enough away from me. I'm gonna make a range shot.
Yeah, he should be right far enough.
16.
16 hits.
Nice.
Is this my D10?
That is a D10, yes.
That's my guy.
10
Lots of damage.
10?
Jeez.
Yeah, that guy is hurting really bad. He kind of recoils from that first shot, and then, is it a laser or a ballistic? I'm guessing it's laser.
Sheeran rifle. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I think it's probably like a energy weapon. You see just this large kind of like burn gash mark in his side. He just like he's kind of doubling over. Like you hear the hot sizzle.
Can I do a swift action too?
Yeah. What are you trying to do?
I need to reload.
Is
Is that a swift action?
believe that would be like your
I'll show you
movement.
swift action.
Okay, I'm not moving then because
Yeah,
It only
if you're-
takes
Only has one round.
one bag, then I have to put it right back in.
Yeah. It's a single shot.
So yeah, I'm using my movement to reload.
All right, go ahead. So that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
All right. So, this guy right here is going to take a shot at you, Skada.
Okay.
You see him leveling a pistol at you. Looks like that's going to be only 10. 10 doesn't hit? Alright. So you see him just, you hear him kind of cussing. You can't really get what it is, but then he just kind of runs off. And he seems to disappear from sight.
Runt off.
Alright.
Rats off to you.
So, that is going to be the end of his turn. Next guy up is the one that's severely shot up. He's going to take a shot at you, Zidix, since you're kind of, the only one in the line of sight, really.
Makes sense. I gave up my stealth because I shot him. So.
I'm already taking calls.
All right. 12.
Against what?
It's going to be EAC.
No.
Doesn't hit?
Does not hit.
Okay. All right. So the blast, kind of piercing heat, kind of momentarily flashing past your head. You see him similar kind of fashion, like a little bit slower though, holding his side. He kind of moves out of sight.
Okay.
All right. You then hear from your right, I guess, Soren. You hear the front door kind of open up, and you see the Shearing poke his head out, and he takes a shot at you. That is going to be also a 12.
For
EAC.
Yes.
or wait, matches.
Matches? Okay, that does hit then.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever. Fine.
Well,
Alright.
it doesn't hurt.
All right, you take 2 points.
Yeah, okay,
you
whatever.
take 2 points of damage.
See, I told you it won't hurt.
See, I told you, I don't even care. You damaged me, but I don't care.
All right, Tet. And you guys don't see him, but he dips back. This way.
Meant to go back in.
Yep.
Okay.
What a coward.
The door is left open though.
He got you.
I want to move to the same, or to the corner opposite where Soren is.
Right here.
Yep.
All right, you guys want to go ahead and move him?
Alright,
and
right
then-
here.
No. Yeah, right
Right
there.
there.
Can I ready an action?
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I want to just take aim down that wall, and if anybody pops out, I'm gonna shoot at him.
All right. Yeah, you go ahead and do that. You like kind of ready up, waiting for somebody to appear.
Uh huh.
Okay. All right. So the person indoors, you hear kind of cussing, and you see as a blast fires off against Buzz. Non-natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna hit. Okay. He takes 5 piercing damage. All right. So top of the order, Soren.
What? And go.
Nope. Oh yeah, Skada. Sorry.
Is any of the bad guys visible?
Not from your current position.
Okay.
You saw, blast kind of flying up and hit Buzz. You see him kind of warble in the air, but seems to be made of hardier stuff nowadays.
And this is just on the
You don't see
inside
that.
side of a window or anything.
You don't see
That
anything.
looks like stairs.
So okay, so I'm gonna move over by him, and then
Okay, so you moved over by Tet. You ran up.
and then could I use like detect thoughts?
Detect thoughts.
Yeah.
You certainly can. Let me take a look here, actually, just to be sure. All right. So, because I want to make sure you need to have visual.
True. I didn't think about that.
So it just gives kind of a cone-shaped emanation 60 feet from you. It does not indicate if they need to be in line of sight, though.
Okay.
So it's going to be saving throw against it. Do you know what your spell save is?
Where would that be on my sheet?
I don't know. I mean, you were the one that filled it out.
There's your saving throws.
Oh, okay.
No, it would be
don't know.
your spell save. So like if you're doing spells, you'd have
What do you use to cast your spells?
Like there's a like DC.
It's just an at-will thing. I mean, I don't know. I guess.
It would be in your class stuff.
Like what ability?
You should have
It's
like
called detect thoughts.
But to use wisdom or intelligence?
Oh, let me check.
It's a good question.
I'll look it up for you.
Something
Next
past
time,
me should have definitely looked into.
something you past you and future you
Charisma.
will
I'm gonna
definitely
say
need to look
charisma.
into. Like remembering.
You're an envoy?
Remember the Titans.
I'm gonna say, okay.
remember the 5th of
November,
November.
the gunpowder treason and plot.
Bum, bum.
You can see of no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgotten. I think that's how it goes.
I think you're right.
All right, so looks like it's gonna be your spellcasting, and
You're
you know.
vividly verbose.
Do you know what your spellcasting stat is?
What does it mean?
The strength, dex,
Usually your primary stat.
My primary stat's charisma.
there it is.
Okay, what is your modifier to it?
+3.
+3?
Yep,
Okay.
that's my modifier.
Cool.
Total score of 16.
It's gotta be to 16 then.
All right.
Or else you're invading his mind.
That's a will save for him. He got a 19.
Son of a bitch.
So, I mean, it's a 60-foot cone. So, you know, this person right here, I'm assuming you're just directing it this way.
Yeah.
Okay, again, you don't see them, but I'm assuming you're just kind of like
Yep.
from your angle. So the other person.
Detecting the waves from their brain plates.
Okay. So you do detect the presence of one individual.
Okay.
You don't get those thoughts because it's you don't get particulars because the way it works is the first round you do it, you detect the presence or absence of thoughts around you. The amount of information, from conscious creatures that have an intelligence score of at least 1, which they do, but you detect one, one individual, we'll say. So if you keep concentrating on it, then you'd be able to glean more. Next round comes around. So it's going to be top of the order.
I
Soren.
can only do it once a day.
Right, but again, it's concentration. So as long as you concentrate on it, you can concentrate onto it for up to a minute.
Okay.
And so you.
That's like 10.
So you see this.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Opened up to
This-
the page that you're on.
this is-
Careful with finding.
Oh, I'm gonna wreck the shit out of the spine of this.
I will wreck you. Soren.
Alright. I guess I want to sprint. Can I dash to like double my movement?
I'm sorry. What?
Can I dash to
You-
double my movement?
You would use that full round action, like moving more than. Yeah, you can move like if you're just like moving double, or you can move quadruple. Either one is going to be like a full action.
Right. I'm just gonna try to get up to the door here.
Okay. So yeah, you can use that.
35, 40. No, it's just double.
Right. And the door on the other side of it is open, partially.
This one, right?
Yep.
Yep.
The one opposite of where you are at right now.
Right.
All right. Is that it for you?
I want to.
Because you use the full action.
Yes. Can I try to call these guys over and just like, get over here, stack up?
Sure. We'll just say like, just kind of like as a swift action, you're just,
Moving in order.
stack up. It's really just, that's about kind of garbled as it was.
Yeah.
So that's the end of your turn. Buzz is up. And then you'll be up Zittix.
Okay.
Can he still see the Sheeran from behind whatever?
These right here, these boxes, they're about 10 feet high as far as Buzz can see.
Okay.
So he cannot
Then
from where
he's
he's
gonna-
at, but he can see the Lashunta.
He's gonna shoot the Lashunta. Shoot
Alright.
a Lashunta.
Go ahead.
Shoot a Lashuntas. It's a 10.
10. 10 does not hit.
Okay, I'm gonna use the full action to take a second shot.
Okay.
12.
12 matches.
Oh boy.
All right. So go ahead and roll that beautiful damage footage.
2 damage.
2 damage.
Yep.
All right.
2 damage.
2 damage.
So that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Buzz's turn.
And it was his turn.
All right. So Zidix, what are you doing?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna try to flank, so I'm gonna use my full round to get as far as I can down where I saw the guy I shot.
All right. So yeah, with that full round run, you're able to cover that
'Kay.
distance.
And I'm peeking around. Do I see my target?
You do. You actually see both of them. Both guys are heading towards the doors. You see this guy opposite side, kind of eyes widen, and you see the other guy who's like holding his side closest to you, and kind of like turns and looks at you, and you see kind of a bewildered kind of look as you covered that distance really fast.
That's all I can do.
Yep.
That's what I'm doing.
All right.
All right. Like, hey.
So as you are popping around the corner there, you're just on the corner, right?
Yeah, I have like maybe a little bit of cover.
A little bit of cover, because the guy that's running this way, he's going to stop right as he gets to the door, and he's going to try and shoot at
Do
you.
like a little pot shot.
Yeah.
Get at me.
Non-natural 20, you would get a +2 from the cover there
Okay. For what?
for your EAC.
Yeah, you see. So, no, he hits.
He hits. Okay. You take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So you see him kind of like waving to the guy, "Come on!" As he, he's got the door kind of like partially ajar, and you see this guy running. He gets to about here. He kind of turns, takes one last shot at you. It's going to be a 16.
Do I still get that +2?
Yes.
He matches.
Okay.
Yeah, he matches.
You take 5 damage,
Ooh.
and you see him dip into the door out of sight.
Okay, he used the rest of his movement.
Oh yeah. He was, you can see, already he's kind of bleeding a little bit. His side wound was cauterized, but from his shot from before,
He's really
he's kind of like
slow.
holding.
I'm crippled.
Where did I hit him? Like in the shoulder or something?
Yeah. You hit him kind of like in the upper shoulder on his left side, and like Zidix shot him in like his lower right side. So he's kind of like hunched over, just kind of like shuffling, pretty banged up.
Yeah.
All right. The last one, you see the Buzz sees that Sheeran kind of like hunker down, and he seems to be kind of just like peeking around the corner. He sees him just for a second, but then he dips back. It's gonna be Tet's turn.
So what, we're stacking up on the door? Or?
I think so. I got a surprise ready.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The best kind of prize is a surprise.
There.
Mm-hmm. Or just put like, I can go there too, so just right there is fine. Because I want to be up against the cover.
Yeah.
Well, you're
just
still
say it.
holding an action from a while ago? Okay.
There you go. So what are you doing? Is that it?
Yeah, I that's
Just
all I
moved
can
into
do right
position?
now. Yeah.
Okay. All right, gotcha. All right. So that's going to bring us around to...
Me?
Yep. Actually, no, the last person here goes before you.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, sorry. That order was messed up the first time around. You go, and then they go. So you're still concentrating? Choosing
Can
your-
I stay concentrating but also move, or does that break my concentration?
No, you don't have. I mean, you use your action, like your action, to stay concentrating on a spell. You can move, but you keep that concentration on the spell itself.
I'm gonna keep the concentration, and then I'm gonna move. Right. Here.
Okay. All right. So it doesn't.
It's not really stacking up.
I'm too tall.
It doesn't give you a.
Just straddle Ted.
It doesn't give you another shot at the other person because they saved against it. But the second round,
Now, you can invade Ted's space because he's tiny. You guys can just be on the same spot.
And you can just
You can be on
hang
your
by my grundle.
attendees.
all right. So
Tens my
you
tendies.
Ted's. Tender.
Tens my tendies. Tens to my tendies.
Anyways,
Mother goose, mother goose.
Alliteration.
so you detect it's definitely somebody who's having panic thoughts. You don't get the actual like particulars like surface thoughts. You just get like raw emotions kind of from it, and it's somebody that's definitely like panicked.
Okay.
Can't really tell who. You just like sense a a conscious being in this direction.
Okay.
All right. So this Lashunta is going to move over behind these barrels that are about like waist high, taking another shot at Buzz, and from that angle he does get a +2, 14 to hit. Take your time.
For easy or gate?
Easy. It hits.
Yep.
Okay. Buzz takes 4 points of damage.
Oh, for Buzz? No, I'm sorry, it does not hit.
Okay.
I heard you say 10, so.
Okay. So the shot kind of like arcs off one of the nearby beams, misses him barely. Soren.
I'm assuming this door is unlocked.
You don't know.
Can I try? Open it.
I mean, you have the one door open already, partially ajar, but you can certainly try it.
5 feet.
Kick that sucker.
Yeah, I'll kick it open.
Going guns
Shook
blazing, man.
a
Show me the
smoke
treasures here,
grenade.
bro.
Fuck y'all.
Let's see. I want to throw my smoke grenade right about here. My last smoke grenade.
Smoke him if you got him.
Smoke him if you got him. Oh,
Got him.
So you're throwing. You're throwing it? Okay. All right, so go ahead and make that thrown weapon attack.
Nat 20.
Nat 20? All right.
It goes exactly where you wanted it.
Where exactly where you wanted it.
That turn.
Alright, so a bunch of smoke right here.
Yep.
It's like
I'm
a
gonna.
radius.
And all no.
Like a 10-foot radius, 20-foot.
I believe it is a 20-foot radius, if I remember correctly. Let me just double check that.
20. For the smoke grenade?
Yeah, do you have it written down?
Shit, I don't.
I'll give you guys this
Alright.
book afterwards.
Is it the same as a frag grenade?
No,
'Cause I got that written
It
down.
would not be.
Frag grenade's got a 15-foot radius.
Smoke spreads, I would say 20. Let's stick with 20.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do next though is probably gonna like blow all the smoke over here too.
Okay.
Like just blow on it.
So, yeah, that's gonna be those. So did you move into the smoke?
Yes.
Okay.
So I used all my movement to get to there. And am I able to use my attunement too, or do I gotta wait till next round?
Well, it goes up another one. So you're at 2,
I'm
or are
at
you at
3
3?
now.
Okay, you're fully attuned then.
Yes.
All right.
So I can just let that off whenever.
You certainly can.
Fully flared.
It's an instant action, but
Yep.
you'll be able to do that certainly.
I'm
So
not
the
close
range.
enough yet. I'll
Okay,
hold
so
on
the
to
range of it is 20. The explodes. Yep, it's a 20-foot cloud. So as that Sheeran makes a fortitude save and fails, you, because you moved into the smoke, have to make one as well.
Okay.
Fortitude.
Yep.
Fortitude.
16.
Okay. All right. So you kind of like hold your breath as the smoke is really dense. You can hear a very kind of like insect like like coughing. So that's going to be it. You know it's dense smoke. So it's really just kind of hard to see for you at the moment, but you definitely hear somebody coughing up a storm right there.
Yes.
All right, that's the end of your turn. Buzz is up. Big cloud of smoke kind of like billowing up.
Can you see the Lashunta still?
Yep, partially kind of covered.
Hey, he's gonna take a shot at him.
Go ahead.
Natural one.
All right. You see the shot just miss wide. You see it hit the barrel, and you see kind of this viscous, kind of like blue-green liquid start rolling out. Kind of like boom.
Blub, blub, blub. Is that fuel? Does it smell like fuel?
You are not close enough to tell.
He's gonna take a second shot.
Okay.
Ignite that sucker.
Show him where the treasure's at.
16, or excuse me, 14.
14 matches.
Oh boy!
Well, actually,
Oh,
that
boy.
exceeds it. But.
All right, please don't roll a 1. It bounced out.
Reroll.
Okay. 3.
3 damage.
Yes.
All right. All right. You see the Lashunta take a kind of grazing shot against her neck. Kind of.
Ooh, that's the.
All right.
Sexy
That's the
baby.
end of Buzz's turn. Ziddix, you're up. You hear shots kind of popping off. You still see that guy there.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at him.
All right.
I'm reloading. I'm ready to go.
All right. Go ahead and make a shot.
Ooh, probably not. 5 or no, 7.
7. 7 does not hit.
Okay.
The shot goes wide as you had recoiled from the 2 shots that you had taken before.
I gotta use my movement to reload, so I'm gonna reload.
All right, so you're right on there, from right over you here.
I moved to get a better shot.
That's right.
So I have to reload.
Did you move to shoot?
Yeah, be fine. Yeah, I did. I moved there to shoot, so
Okay, because
I can't do anything.
Okay.
I'll just move back now.
All right. Yeah, you
Trust me.
can certainly move back.
Yeah,
You're not gonna be able to
definitely. I'm not
reload
gonna-
this turn, unfortunately.
Okay.
So that's the end of your turn. The gentleman that went inside, Sean actually can't see because he's in the smoke. But the guy is going to. He's going to. Sean, if he was here, or Soren, sorry, he hears footsteps kind of running this way.
Yeah, I'm Sean.
Jesus.
Okay.
Just, all right. So
move forward.
Buzz momentarily sees a guy run in, holding his side, and goes behind containers that are about 10 feet tall over here. So he kind of disappears from sight.
You know what else is 10 feet tall?
Nope. Not going there. All right. So that's the end of that guy's turn. This guy is going to. He's going to be running in. He sees the smoke. He looks up. He has an angle on Buzz, partially covered, of course, but he's still going to take a shot. 13?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. While misses, and he kind of cuts over this way. Actually, perception check, Sean.
Perception check.
Okay. You had heard somebody entering the room, and you heard footsteps kind of echoing this way.
Okay.
You didn't see him, though, unfortunately.
Got a 22.
Nice. You have the Sheeran, who has to make another fortitude save. Nope. He's still just spending his time like hacking his lungs up. The smoke really is getting to him. So, Tet, you're up. I'd have like some battle music during this time, like.
Bam, 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 bam,
I'll
bam,
put it in
bam,
post. It's
bam, 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 bam.
It'll be in post. I'll get your Foley.
Can you move me
That song.
to just
Yep.
like just
you-
to
He
this
stacks
side
them
of
on the
Soren?
Stack some melodies and shit.
you're
Or
going
some
into
harmonies
the
and-
smoke?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, just dupe your
So
voice
5,
a few times.
Yeah.
Yep.
20,
Pitch it.
25, I
Throw a
believe,
chorus
is
effect
your...
on it, so it just.
No, you got 30.
30.
All right.
Yeah, well, if I go 5, 10,
Hey Google, play
15,
that hipster
20,
song with whistling.
25.
Hey, none of that. I don't think you I don't think you laughed hard enough directly into the mic right there.
I have to pitch that down.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's some battle music.
You can put it in afterwards. Anyways,
Was that just
you
Doom?
see just this
Yeah, okay.
Should you
large,
actually pitch
this
it up
large,
higher?
kind of like oval-shaped like thing of smoke, just large, kind of encompassing a good portion of the room as you enter. And that's gonna be it for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's the end of your turn, Skada.
What's up, dude?
You see Tet just knife around the short kind of like boxes out front, and he dips into the door.
Okay.
As you hear shots ringing out inside. or I guess more lasers. Choo choo.
Mm-hmm.
Zip zap.
Devastating day. The turntables.
All right. I am going to go. I'm gonna keep concentrating,
So you're still concentrating on it?
and I'm gonna move to the block right before the door.
All right. So you're moving to here
Right
Where?
before the doorway.
because all right. You're being like right here.
Sure.
In the
Okay, because the door is kind of like partially open. We'll say that you're just kind of like right behind it.
Yeah.
We'll say. So on the third round of that, you're picking up the kind of surface thoughts of the target. So it's actually going to necessitate another will save. Unfortunately, it does pass. So while you still your spell kind of loses its effect now off of that one target, but the residual kind of like emotions you had still picked up from the short time were kind of this sense of like fear kind of going on, and like that's really about it as the spell fades.
Yep. Can I yell something? Or is
You,
that just such a short amount of time? I can't really yell anything.
it's a short amount of time really, so you're not really able to yell something. Unfortunately, I mean it's kind of your concentration on the spell fades, and that really kind of like your concentration on it while you're moving is really preventing you from like saying something in the moment.
And it's would affect my limited telepathy too.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because, like I said, a meaningful communication in that short amount of time after you're like concentrating on a spell, I'm gonna have to say, you're not really able to like
Right.
you're like refocusing your thoughts now.
Rejigger in my mind.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. All right. So you see the Lashunta here. She is going to
Me?
no,
Oh.
this one right here. You don't see her,
Oh.
but Buzz sees her
Okay.
kind of step out, and you see as she kind of steps to the side here, you see her just like scream out in pain as you see like this. Buzz sees this like sizzle of kind of like smoke kind of coming off of her leg as she takes damage. She's going to still just like while she's like moving, kind of like try and shoot at Buzz. Misses wildly. The pain just seems to like shoot up and like throw her aim off wildly. But she does eventually kind of like get over here. But you see just this like kind of like half like roll into cover, and you see her just like you hear Buzz can hear her like just kind of like screaming out in pain. That's going to be the end of her turn. Top of the order, Soren.
You're fully attuned. You're ready to do something.
Fully turned.
Yeah.
Fortitude save, actually, because you are still in there.
15.
15. Fortunately, that is not enough since you've been staying in the smoke. So, actually 16 this round is the minimum. So, unfortunately, you like were holding in your kind of like breath, and now the smoke's starting to get to you. So you like. I don't believe that you get your option to move from that.
But you can action.
I believe that that is going to actually eat up your turn. Let me just double check that really quick.
Uh-oh.
Smoke grades. Okay.
Harsh.
Yeah.
Didn't you want to push it?
Huh?
You wanted to push the smoke.
I was going to
Okay.
use my solar flare to push the smoke, but now Tet's right behind
So
me.
each character who inhales smoke must succeed at a Fortitude saving throw each round. It starts at 15. Adds 1 for each previous check,
Right.
or spend that round choking and coughing.
Oh.
So if you don't pass that Fortitude save, your turn is burnt.
Hacking and cough.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you're hacking.
Get
whacking,
out of the
just hacking.
smoke.
I can't.
I know.
Right, your lungs are
Make
starting
the
to-
fort.
Which actually, that other guy does take damage because he failed multiple times.
Mm.
Okay. Poor Sheeran.
You just hear just the low kind of.
It's the Zoolander cough.
Exactly. All right, so that's your turn, Burnt. So it's gonna be Buzz. Buzz is up now.
Can't really see anybody, can he?
From that angle, no. He only sees the one figure that's, now like writhing, kind of like heavily.
Well, the window's been shot out by now, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, it's been heavily shot out.
Can he move inside through that window?
We'll go ahead and say yeah.
Okay, so I just want him to move inside.
All right. As he moves inside, you can he can see now that there's a girder kind of like circling around. Seems to be going around the outer edges, and you see like a ladder here and on the opposite side.
Okay.
So we'll say he moved about 5 feet to get in, and then he's still got the rest of his movement in there.
He's gonna move. Can you see from right there?
To her?
Yeah.
She's got partial cover, but yeah.
Okay, can you still take a shot?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, boys! 15.
15 hits.
Yeah!
No.
Getting some good shots tonight.
Buzz, big plays.
Ooh, 5 damage.
You see, Buzz sees, sorry, it's kind of like disjointed perspectives, but Buzz sees the round clip her upper thigh, and she kind of she's like barely kind of like leaning up against the container that she's next to. She yells out in pain. All right, that's the end of Buzz's turn. Ziddix.
I'm gonna snap my sniper to my back, and I'm gonna make the full round to try to get to the door.
All right, so you just, busting it right around the corner. The door is still open, from what you can see. So this way, just kind of like opened up, and you can.
I'm not gonna make anything because I can't do it.
Are you here or here?
I'm right here.
Okay. All right, you can vaguely make out those two.
Okay.
All right. As it comes around to their turn, the gentleman right here, seeing you get a partial cover from where you're at, just because it's like through a partially open door, but he's still going to try and take a shot at you.
Bring it on.
All right. His first attack misses. It's like a 8. Yeah. Shot wide. Seems really kind of like, scared, and he takes up kind of position actually in front of her, like blocking the line of sight.
Okay.
You hear kind of running.
Okay.
Coming around the corner, you see this guy coming around with a knife at you as he's like kind of.
Oh, knife fight, my favorite.
14.
Nope.
14 doesn't hit.
What was it against?
That's gonna be KAC.
Nope. Awesome.
Ooh.
I knew it was KAC because I was
you
like,
like
actually, no,
CQC dip out of the way.
just by one, so I have a 15K.
All right, missed that one. That guy has to make another fortitude save. Nope. Take some more. Non-lethal. Ooh, man, he is just having a rough go at it in the smoke.
How long does the smoke grenade last again?
1 minute.
10 rounds.
Okay.
So 10 rounds. It's 3 so far. 4 actually is going to be top of the 4th. That is going to be the end of his turn. Tet, and then Skada. Tet, you're kind of like on the edge of the smoke. It's kind of wafting, so you can you saw, we'll say, this guy kind of like run around, and you start hearing kind of like a scuffle occurring on the outside.
Okay. Move me to the closest corner here to that box closest to you. Yep,
This one?
right there.
All right. Yep.
And then do I have a line of sight on either of those?
He's wide open.
Oh.
You don't really see her.
He's getting it.
All right. So skittering across.
Oh, that was almost a natural 20.
It was.
It's almost, but it's only like a
1-5.
5, no. Your shot misses wide.
Screw-doom.
All right. End of your turn, Skada.
Last time.
I'm going to move into the room
Kind of just jumped on a box.
Well, oh, isn't this the door? Oh no, the doorway is right here.
The door is open. You kind of rolled around it. We'll say. There's no like extra movement.
And is there
for it.
anybody like in?
You just see this giant kind of like oval of smoke
Okay.
in the middle of the room, and you see like you see kind of bright kind of flashes as
Tackle Soren out of there.
Oh, here's the rest of my movement.
No.
That's my
Helping my
movement
team.
to go right here. That's it. Can I do that?
yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if you were like melding into the box.
I am the box now.
All right. All right.
I am one with the box.
Each of those containers, yeah. Then it's going to be this female Shinta's turn. She's going to whip around and she's going to try and shoot at Buzz. Last thing to really take a cut out of her. 11
Nope.
misses. Shoots out kind of a more portion of the glass, and you just see her kind of like hunkering. She's like holding onto her leg, like with one hand, and kind of like shakily shooting with the other. That's gonna be the end. Soren, another fortitude saving throw. You take
Ouch. That was
3
a 1.
non-lethal damage as the smoke is just perforating your lungs. Smoke grenades are more,
nuisance.
more of a nuisance up that close.
Good thing you used that. Don't ever buy those again.
Right?
Well, don't throw them where you're gonna run to.
Well,
It's a learning experience.
my plan was to like smoke that area, run in, solar flare to knock the smoke away, but failed the second save.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're just spending your time you're having a coughing contest with the Sheeran. It's going to be Buzz's turn, and then Ziddix's turn.
Oh boy.
Buzz gonna try to finish off that Lashunta.
Okay.
Shunta Lashunta.
The Shunta, how do they know it?
He does, I think.
22.
You can't laugh at your own joke before somebody
No,
else
wasn't
laughs.
that my joke?
The
That
accent?
was the
22
exact
hits
response I
super
wanted
hard.
from that joke
Oh.
that I got from
Super
Wilson.
hits. 22, you said?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's that look of shut the fuck up.
Ow! 2 damage.
2 damage. Her like part of her shoulder like gets burnt, and you see her just like kind of like slumping down now. She is really hurt.
Second shot.
'Kay.
No mercy. No survivors? Question mark is being solved right now. 19.
19. All right.
Or
That is
17, but
both hit.
okay. 5 damage.
She kind of like she's like leaning over as the last blast just blasts through her head. She slumps down. This guy yells out, "No!" as she is gone. She is so dead. All right.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, I do too.
Ziddix,
Got a bad feeling. Oh boy. Okay.
quick time event. In
Yeah.
the back alley.
I'm busting out my survival knife.
Mash the A button.
I'm gonna go CQC and I'm gonna go at him with like a shot to the face or
All right.
just a
You
attack
just,
on him.
You just slicing at him. Go ahead.
I have a feeling this is all a horrible mistake, but I'm okay with it.
I'm not.
20, not natural.
Non-natural. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's a 24.
I got a feeling right now we're fighting people that
It
we
is.
probably should be fighting
What's
with.
the bonus to that?
It's whatever your strength modifier is.
Okay, yeah, that's 5.
5. Oof. All
I was
right.
the guy that came after me.
That was.
Our own
Yep.
person is,
He
so
is.
we're
He is
kinda
hurt
like limbo.
pretty goddamn bad.
I kind of give him a smirk.
You like match his slash with like one of your big main arms,
Yeah.
and then you give him an upward slice along his tricep, and you see him like he's like holding his arm really like heavily.
I ain't no spring chicken.
All right. This guy sees you.
Fall turkey.
Sees you, Tet. He charges at you. He just like throws his gun to the side, and he pulls out a knife, and he's charging at you, and he's gonna make his attack against you. 16 against your KAC.
Yeah.
That hits.
No!
You take 7 slashing damage.
We're all taking damage.
I think that's... No, it's not the first time.
Nah, dude.
All right.
I haven't taken any damage.
We're almost all.
Guy in the back alley, bleeding heavily, flips the knife to his other arm.
Still bring it on.
And he just grits his teeth through like blood kind of pouring out.
Bring it on.
18
Two
against your KAC.
KAC.
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. You take 4 slashing damage.
I like it.
All right. You guys are
Yeah.
not the kind of happy-go-lucky like Michael Jackson music video slashing at each other.
Yeah.
This is full contact. Like blood's being drawn. There's
Is it
red.
4 damage?
Yeah.
Talking shit
4.
about the King of Pop
There's-
right now.
No. I'm saying this is not PG knife dancing or knife fighting. Knife dancing, really.
Yeah.
This is crimson and blue blood just flying everywhere.
We're in pain in this.
Yeah,
alley.
this back alley is starting to get kind of
purple.
The color blue with
The
a
color
little
blue.
red in it.
All right.
Purple.
Yeah, purple.
All right.
It's yes.
He finally makes his save. Jesus.
Hey.
So you can hear the footsteps as he's like
Center
running
for ants.
out. And
What is this? A center for ants?
he just coughing as he's running out. He goes and he grabs the guy here, and he kind of like moves in like behind, and he's got it
Dare
like the
eat
gun
my
to his
balls.
head now.
Hostage negotiations.
Pretty
Tet
good negotiator.
and Skada.
All right,
up
Mr.
next?
Mr.
Tet
Diplomacy.
first. This guy is like stabbing at you.
Tit for tat,
He
dude.
caught you like we'll say like along the side of your shoulder as he's like stabbing downwards at you.
I'm gonna activate my energy shield.
All right. So that gives you like temporary.
Temporary HP equals my intelligence modifier plus my mechanic level.
All right. So that's gonna be what 4 or 5.
Intelligence modifier plus mechanic level 4.
Okay. So you get 4 temporary HP as you just.
On top of my stamina or my HP?
It's temporary HP, so it's going to be going through that and then back to your stamina and then
Okay.
your HP. So just think of it as like a third level of like things
Yeah.
to go through.
Pretty
So you
easy.
just see this like kind of you get this like slight separation and you kind of like boom, hit on your rig and you just see boom, this really kind of like tight kind of like mesh of like energy kind of crackling over your whole body. That's going to be the end of your turn.
Yep.
Okay, Zedix.
Is it?
Or no, sorry, Skada.
Yeah, okay. I
Yeah.
didn't think
Apologies.
That's
Skada,
me,
you
bro.
have
You keep forgetting me, bro.
so. It's just because he's also
Is
buzzed.
there anybody out in the open right now?
I mean, not from where you can see. The edge of this guy's technically kind of concealed through it, so you really don't see him. You just hear.
Sealed by the box?
No,
And
the smoke. The smoke is like
oh.
matching the edge there, so you really can't
This
see
is kind
through
of the
it.
smoke area.
Yeah, you just kind of put the smoke down, and it's covering that middle part of the room. But you definitely hear a scuffle occurring a lot
You could
on this
definitely
end.
get here and see him.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you see him now, like he's trying to stab at
Tet.
your bud.
Okay, and then I'll shoot at him.
All right, go ahead and make your ranged attack.
Hey.
16 plus
You probably do.
my
Attack.
what is it? Right there, range attack plus
Yep.
3. So 16, 17,
19? 19 will definitely hit.
Okay. I need a. He's good.
Take it.
I just did.
Do it. Roll it.
Roll that
3.
beautiful bean
3?
footage.
Do you get
Alright.
any bonus with that? No, never mind.
All right. So you see him like as your shot like pierces his kind of like upper torso, like in the armpit kind of area. You see, like it shoots like right through there. That's the end of your turn. Back to the top of the order. You're at about a 19 now.
Nope.
Take that.
Another 4 non-lethal damage. You're choking on it, unfortunately.
Choking on it.
Actually, it's gonna be not this round. Actually, you don't take that damage yet. So it's every 2 rounds.
Okay.
Good to know.
Indeed.
I think probably just so it's not as devastating. But still the DC of it climbs. Doesn't unfortunately have a ceiling. It's just kind of once you beat it, then you're good. So,
Good, then you're good.
Buzz,
Brush
Oh!
I was gonna say
You
Bracho's
just-
motto.
Peeking those
into the
levels,
microphone.
jeez.
Dude, it's gotta.
all right. So
It's-
Buzz is up.
the levels need to
He
be.
sees the Sheeran, who has now taken the other bound Sheeran up, and he's kind of like holding him. He's like grappling him like one arm.
But you don't know,
like,
that's a
around.
mating ritual, so don't get in between that. I'm the host, so I would know.
I'll just stay up here. I won't get between them.
All right, so Buzz is just holding his position, not holding his action or anything.
Well, he's just staying right up there, yeah, and can he see the guy that's attacking me right now, or does he have a clear,
He's got a line of sight on him.
does he have a clear shot on the
Yep.
Sheeran that's holding the hostage?
Oh no,
Okay.
no, he's like like hiding behind him. I mean, if you can take a shot at him, certainly.
What if Buzz just flies into the guy, like just kamikazes right into him? More
It'd
just
be
to
kind
knock
of
him,
a charge.
yeah,
I
more just
guess.
to like knock him down than to do any real damage, or to like separate him from the hostage.
Oh gosh, I don't know if
Robo
Ron will
tackle.
be able to do like a charge here. Let me just let me check real quick. Is Buzz capable of doing full actions, or is it
Yeah.
move or attack?
I mean, as far as I know, he's capable of doing pretty much everything.
Okay.
Move, attack, cocky attack. Kamikaze.
Yeah, it's a melee attack.
Okay.
So make a single melee attack. You take a -2 penalty to the attack roll, -2 penalty to your AC until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll say that he kind of ends up right here as he's like ramming into the guy. So it's a -2 to whatever his melee it is.
8.
8? No. Buzz kind of tries and like the guy kind of shifts the person like at the last second, and Buzz like stops just at the last second, like kind of like boom, hits the top of the.
What in tarnation?
Yeah, he's just like, oh shit, and he kind of like halts just in time. So that's gonna be the end of Buzz's turn. Zidix.
I still got my knife out. I'm going to try to trick attack.
All right. So you go
I'm
ahead.
using my. What can I use again? Bluff or.
Bluff, intimidate, or stealth. Stealth's kind of out of the
'cause,
question
yeah,
there,
it doesn't
just
make
because
sense right now.
you're standing in
the
front of him.
situation.
But you can certainly use your bluff or intimidate, whichever one you want.
I'm going to use intimidate, and I'm going to invade his mind like I normally do.
As
Just
you do.
kinda Spook him.
All right. What do you say as you're invading it?
You will lose.
You will lose.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and make your attack.
What's the
Or your
trick
check.
attack thing?
Your trick attack is 20 plus their CR, I believe. Yes.
No. And intimidate. Yeah, that's 8.
No. Yeah. I mean, it's a base of 21.
So
Well,
this is my
20,
just my attack
technically.
then.
All right. Yep. So you don't get the bonus. He doesn't get the reduced AC.
Okay, that is good. That's 18.
18.
Mhm.
All right. That hits.
And that is just this guy with my survival die. That is 2.
All right. So that's just enough.
Oh no, that's 5. Sorry, melee attack.
More than enough. He's banged up heavily. So you kind of
He hears
give him
you,
like a little
doesn't he?
fishtail
Yeah.
of the knife. You slip his guard and you catch his arm in like an opposite motion, and like coming underneath it with your left arm, you catch his throat right with the sharp edge of your blade and just kind of like in a punching motion just slice out his throat, and you just hear a gurgle, and he kind of like falls in as he's like losing strength rapidly, and like and he just slumps down
I
onto the
hope he
ground.
heard at least the "you will lose" part, but didn't like affect him.
Yeah, it kind of went through, but you know, not much going on in his brain pan right now.
Not anymore.
So he is dead. All right.
And I can use. I use my trick attack. I can't move.
Yeah, that was your full action.
Yep.
So he is dead. This guy just stabbing at you, you son of a bitch, and
Son of a sitch.
he is going after you, Tet. Non-natural 20.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's going from your
That is going to
shield
be
pool.
5. So it's going to go through that
Okay.
shield. You see him kind of like bearing down. He like brings it in like a downward stab, and it like just like obliterates the shield, and it barely glances your shoulder. You're kind of able to roll, but you see like this large gash now on your opposite shoulder, peering out, and you see like a burst of kind of crimson just kind of streaking down your arm right away. All right. This guy kind of like staring at the droid, kind of like shh. It's like like waving his gun wildly, and he's like, screw it. And he drops the gun that he has, and he pulls out a knife that he has, and now he's like holding it against the guy's throat, and he's like, back up. And he's like speaking to Buzz right now. So that's gonna be the end of his turn. Tet, Skada. It's about 6 rounds now. Gonna be the 7th.
Yep.
Here coming up.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and can I still make a ranged attack in melee without negative or?
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna have to double check that. I think that actually you can, but it draws an attack of opportunity. That's what I remember. Yep.
Okay.
So if you make a ranged attack, so you'll be able to shoot, he's gonna be able to reciprocate with an attack of opportunity.
I get like a bonus to being able to roll through the spaces of my opponents.
Your little
Yusoki.
Yusoki battle roll.
Bonus, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try that.
Okay.
Just roll like right behind him.
All right. I mean, I don't know if it really does any damage. Or
It doesn't do
anything like that.
damage.
It
I think
doesn't-
it's just a repositioning thing.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can certainly do that.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's an acrobatics check.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
17. Well,
17.
plus my acrobatics. 19.
Yeah, you're able to reposition easily. He's kind of like, it is stabbing motion. He kind of like gets to the one side, and you kind of roll around him. So you're repositioning to here.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
You roll through his legs.
All right.
And then I don't think I can make an attack skill, so.
I don't think so. Let me just double check. This is where I really wish I had the actual Paizo board, but it is sold out everywhere.
Can you get the screens and you can just tape them there?
I probably could. I think at this point I might. Since I can't find it offhand, I'll say sure.
I can make an attack?
Yeah, it's going to be at a -2, we'll say.
Okay.
I'll figure it out later.
Oh. Yeah, I'll try and shoot him. Who cares about the attack of opportunity? This son of a bitch. 20, not natural.
That it's. So yeah, we'll say that, as you are rolling, he's kind of swinging back around. You definitely catch him with a shot, though.
1 damage.
1 damage.
Toe shot. You shot him in the foot while you were rolling past him.
He's going to make his attack
just went
against
off
you.
when he rolled.
9 only.
80.
Actually.
Just accidentally
Wow.
discharged.
Yeah,
Okay.
misses. So he your shot kind of throws his aim off just enough that he the knife glances across the ground, kind of sparks shoot up. That's gonna be the end of your turn.
Uh-huh.
All right, Skada.
So, how loud is it right now in here?
It's fucking loud.
So, if I shouted something, would anybody hear me?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Laser pistol.
Okay. I'm gonna shout, everybody stop firing.
Perception check from everybody.
2.
You don't hear it.
Well, it doesn't matter for me, I suppose.
Yeah. What'd you get, Wilson?
Perception 12.
12.
17.
I guess 8 total.
Yeah, we'll say sure. You hear him. All right. So, you guys hear this ringing out. So that's the end. Is that all you're doing on your turn?
I mean, I would like to keep talking if everybody listens to me.
Well, it's a span of 6 seconds. So
Yeah.
I mean, your action, you can say everybody stop fighting.
Maybe one other thing.
Short message.
Short.
Yeah. Everyone stop fighting.
And like how short are we talking?
You use your best guess of what you could accomplish
One
in 6
breath.
seconds.
This
I mean-
much time.
Not even.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, it's too late.
Who do you guys work for?
Okay. So
Stop fighting.
everybody
Who do you
stop
work for?
fighting. Who do
Ted!
you work for?
We work.
Like I said, I mean, it's a span of 6 seconds. You're not able to monologue.
Yeah.
It's not an anime.
But that's all you got. Yeah, no shit.
It's not really
All
an
right.
episode.
That's the end of your turn. Top of the order.
Let's do it. Come on, man. You can do it.
Are you still
Oh,
attacking?
it's not gonna make it. I don't think. 17.
It's already in 20s. So.
17.
Is it in 20?
You're not heeding my call.
It is 20. Well, he's got to save because he's still in the smoke.
Yeah, I'm right.
yeah.
I'm right on the edge of
You just
this.
gotta
So-
just tackle him out of there.
1 damage.
That ain't too bad.
Too bad.
All right. That's the end of your turn. Buzz, and then Ziddix. So
Buzz
the guy,
is just gonna
Buzz,
just like
the guy's got the knife
Yep.
against his throat.
is just gonna put up his little arms and hover away a little bit.
All right, we'll say he's going this way.
Yeah.
Calm down, partner.
Sorry, he's like, whoa, hold on. All right, let's
alright.
everybody just be cool.
Keep it even keel.
All right, Ziddix, you're up. You hear that shot from the inside
Okay.
as your knife is dripping with this guy's blood.
Yeah, I'm just like thinking to myself, I'm not firing anything. So I'm gonna try to stealth in and try to go over here.
All
Can I make
right.
a stealth?
Yeah, you can make a stealth check. We'll say.
Okay.
Okie dokie artichoke.
Okie dokie, Hingo Smoky.
12.
This guy definitely sees you as you're
Does he?
running in. Yep.
I'll shoot him.
You're shooting him. Okay. Go ahead and make
You
your shot.
heard me though.
Nah, I just want to shoot him. Nope, that probably doesn't. That's 6.
He sees you kind of like raising your pistol as you're running in, and he kind of like maneuvers so your shot goes wide. All right. So that is the end of your turn.
Do I have
And
any more movement?
20? 30?
yeah, you got about 5 more feet.
I want to get out of his line of sight.
Okay. All right. This guy does not seem to be interested. He is swinging at Wilson again. 13
Casey?
with his knife. Yeah, with his knife. All right. He's just swinging. You son of a bitch! You killed her. And he's just swinging wildly.
Good job.
All right.
I didn't kill anybody. Buzz
And
did.
You see, this guy's now kind of like, he's like, he's just not even saying anything to like the droid that's like floating in front of him. He's like, back up further, and that's really all he's doing. He's just hanging out. Dead.
Does anybody answer my question?
No.
I did. I said, oh, I guess I just said, I'm not shooting. Nice shot.
Tet, and then Skada. This guy's still actively slicing at you.
I'm gonna shoot him.
All right.
It's fair.
I mean,
It's fair.
I mean, they're attacking us.
Yeah.
What else?
I
We
know, I
gotta
know.
survive somehow.
no.
I know.
It's no.
I just got a hunch, and I'm scared it's right.
God, he swings and he gets a 9. You guys are just like tumbling around, like shooting, like the really like kind of like crappy like bullet gun kata ending scene. Just doof, 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 except one half of it is a knife. All right,
He's
Skada.
deflecting lasers off the surface of his knife.
It's really good.
I'm gonna shout again.
Someone's
Okay.
just coughing there.
Yeah.
You see him coughing.
I don't give a fuck, dude. That's his own fault.
Grab him and bring
Get
him
me
out.
of here so I can fucking
I
help.
have to move around. I don't.
You can get there.
But my
What are you doing?
prerogative is to just stop this to get some information. So again, I'm gonna yell
Mm-hmm.
to them. Who do you serve?
All right, go ahead and make a
Diplomacy or something.
diplomacy check.
Thank God.
It's gotta be. Or intimidating.
Dang diplomacy, dude. Fucking 26.
There you go. That's simple.
You seem to kind of like see the guy kind of like perk up momentarily, like the guy that's slashing you at you, bud.
Yeah.
But he's still kind of like right in the thick of it.
Can I like shoot him in the foot?
You can do like if you're shooting for non-lethal, you certainly can.
Yeah, can I do that?
Because you're shooting a specific target on him.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to be a higher
Yeah.
defense for him, but you can do so.
So that's 16.
16.
Yep.
16 will just do it.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and roll your damage.
3.
3. All right. So he kind of like drops to one knee as your like shot clips him in the back of the calf, and you see him just like like yelling out. That's gonna be the end of your turn.
If it has to be, yeah.
Well, I mean, you
Still got movement.
Well, we'll say I'm letting him use the movement portion of it to talk again. So that's gonna be it for your turn.
Okay.
So top of the order, Soren. Smoke's starting to clear. Still just.
I'm gonna fall this way so now I'm free.
Really smart.
In your mind, you're like, man, these things suck.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna buy them again.
Don't use them in an enclosed space. Buzz.
Should we just keep backing up if that's
Backing
what he wants?
Moving up a little bit. Ziddix.
Do I notice the Sheeran guy? The Sheeran guys?
Yeah, you can see him. You see one with its knife
Talking
pressed
to
against the other
Buzz.
guy. Yeah, he's like facing that direction.
I'm putting my pistol away and I'm just grabbing my sniper and I'm walking aimed at him. I'm not shooting. I'm
Right.
just walking aimed.
Okay. So you're just like,
Well, I'd say I'd get over here so I'm...
right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So he sees you and he's kind of like, yeah,
He's a
like,
Sheeran?
Yeah, he's a Sheeran.
I'm gonna just give him a little bit of a acknowledgement with telepathy and say, let's talk.
All right. Diplomacy from you.
Okie dokie. No, 3.
3.
Yep.
Okay. His look kind of back and forth, like between Buzz and you, is just like very erratic.
Mhm.
Doesn't seem to respond to you.
Okay, I'm just eyes trained on him.
Just really, kind of like a very exacerbated kind of like, body movements. The guy here is like, why? Why did you do it? He's like talking to you, Tet. I mean, he's just really kind of like, just staring at you. He's kind of like backed off a little bit, mainly because like he's, just like on one knee now, but his
She took
knife
some
is like
nice
still
shots at
out.
Buzz, just,
To be fair.
he was being defensive.
So, that's the end of his turn. This guy kind of like looks at Buzz, kind of looks at you. You're with them, aren't you? He just kind of like stares at you wildly as you hear that in your mind.
I'm quiet.
All right. Tet,
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't kill anybody.
are you guys kind of like backing off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just taking like a quick step back. Still got the pistol out, but not like
Okay.
right in his face or anything.
We'll say as it kind of rolls around to Skada, he seems to be kind of like, more supremely injured than kind of like, posturizing for combat, but he's still got his knife kind of like staring back at you, back at Tet. But it's your turn.
It's my turn now?
Mm-hmm.
Say your piece.
As this is kind of like closing out of like combat, it seems. It's a very tense situation, so we'll say that just the combat order is kind of like resolved, and for the sake of Sean doing something, the smoke fades.
I will
I'm sure he's glad.
again say to that. I will say to them. Do you swear allegiance to the Threshk or Sobak Faresh Mithael Amandi?
He's kind of like breathing heavily, like, what? Who? What do you mean? We're just trying to stay alive down here.
What are you doing here?
Are you kidding me? Do you not know what these people do?
From what I heard, it had to do with augmentations.
Diplomacy check.
Let's get that dang diplomacy. There it is.
8 plus 15, 23.
23. He kind of looks at you like, breathing now. He's kind of like, his knife is kind of like, on the, like halfway kind of point, like holding it up. He's still kind of got it in Ted's general direction, but he's looking at you now fully, and he's like, that's like their surface enterprises. He kind of looks back now at this guy over here, and he, kind of stills. The one guy has the Sheeran has a knife to the guy's throat.
Can I do
Yeah,
it?
like this is kind of like as you guys are all you guys are kind of
I'm
like
gonna
doing
Wait,
that. Smoke's
telepathy.
faded.
I'm gonna telepathy this guy and say.
Wait, the Sheeran has his knife to whose throat?
He's still got it to this guy's throat. He's had it that way the whole time.
Another Sheeran.
Yeah. The one that is back here has got the knife to that one's throat. He's got his back against
His
the
buddy's
the
throat?
wall.
No, just a random guy that you percepted that was really frantic and really
Oh yeah, the scared guy.
scared guy.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna talk to the scared guy,
Okay.
but I don't know he's scared. But I'm gonna be like, "Who
Right.
are you?" In telepathy.
All right. Director Pothis. Please. These people are crazy. They
Shh. Who do you work for?
Lotion Dynamics. I was here doing a survey. They were robbing us.
That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. What are the other two? The smoke's faded,
Nah,
thankfully. So
yeah.
you're kind of like,
Well, did I miss
Ugh.
anything while I was having a cigarette?
hmm?
Did I miss anything?
Cigarette is a euphemism for the smoke.
The smoking cleared.
The smoke cleared.
Good. Okay.
So
You have your lungs back.
you heard some people talking. You were too focused on coughing, but eventually you kind of like have heard like the last little tidbits of conversation.
Okay. Well, I want to turn to the guy right here, I guess, and just be like, "What the hell's going on here?"
He kind of looks at you. What do you mean? You were the ones that shot up our place. You killed.
They took first shot. They took
Yeah, he
first
kind of like
bullet.
trails off.
They took the first shot.
We're protecting ourselves.
We were told to come here for a job. Some renegade group of no-gooders.
Kind of spits on the ground in like your direction. No girders. Right. And I'm supposed to just believe you?
Why else would we be here?
Diplomacy check.
10.
Close to 20.
It's all you people up there think about is just keeping us down. Tet, what are you doing? You and Buzz, I guess.
I'm just like keeping.
He's kind of just still got his knife kind of up. He's
Yeah,
like-
I'm just like listening to the chat going on around me and just kind of waiting to react to see what happens.
Buzz too.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Same
Alright.
thing.
I want to ask him to elaborate further on what he means by that.
All right. Before you do
Can
that,
I?
before you're doing that, that guy reaches back out to you, and he's
The-
like, the one that you had just spoken to, and he's like, please, these people will say anything. They're criminals. They've been trying to. We've been having reports of people trying to steal from us for many a time, and we try and check our storehouses. Please, I'm just an inspector.
I'm not gonna reply. I'm gonna talk to the guy holding the knife at him. I'm gonna ask, "Why are you here?"
He kind of looks, in your direction now, kind of like catching that. And he doesn't seem to be replying. He's just kind of like frantic, kind of like staring at you, and he's just.
I'm gonna speak now, and I'm gonna be like, "Are you stealing from this location?"
And You see him kind of looking.
Can I intimidate that?
Yeah, intimidate.
Throw
Go ahead.
intimidate on that sucker. Yeah, I intimidate the fuck out of him. 18 plus 5, 23. Is that the same?
23.
Yep.
Oh.
He's just like, we're
Guns
just
on him, and I'm like,
yeah. He's like, we're just trying to make a living, and he kind of like, has
are
his
you
knife.
stealing?
He just, reiterates, we're just living, man.
I'm gonna shoot him.
All right, you shoot. Go ahead and make a shot. Your range attack. As you guys hear just this shot poof, ring out.
That was cocked.
Yeah, go ahead and reroll.
Probably not ranged.
Right.
9.
9. Your shot fires past his head.
That's another like intimidation.
The guy is definitely now like you can see like a slight trail of
You better start talking.
blood kind of coming down the front guy's neck as you see just like a little bit of
I have to reload, so
damage.
I'm just like, you better start talking.
Just old timey like
Yeah, just taking my
ramroding
time.
it down. Just like you better start talking.
Yep.
All right, so you guys hear this shot ring out, and the guy that's kneeling, he's kind of like now looking back in your direction, now is like staring at Ted, just like the knife at it ready.
Let's not do anything hasty here. Come on, guys.
We're still relying on turns, or can I talk?
Yeah,
No,
you,
go
I
ahead.
mean, just
Interject.
like interjecting certainly,
All right.
as you guys are kind of.
I've asked you this, I don't know, 2 or 3 times. I get a straight answer. Who do you answer to?
We don't answer to anybody.
You have to have a leader.
I should have been asking you the same question. Who do you think you're working for, huh?
I was working through a connection.
You see him like, kind of like slowly like wincing as he like as he like stands up now, and he's like obviously like all of his weight's on the one leg that's not shot up, and he kind of just looks at you. You're just some stooge, aren't you?
Can I telepathy Skada?
Yeah.
I relay what the counselor, whatever the guy said. He's like, the hostage said that these guys will say anything.
All right. Still holding still, Tet? Buzz?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just kind of watching what's happening.
Guy's got his knife, like, now he's like got a kind of second wind.
I want to holster my pistol, kind of open my empty palms and try to approach this guy and calm him down.
He kind of stares at you now. He's like, you got the knife in your direction.
I want to say, there's been enough bloodshed. Why don't you just tell us what your plan is, what you're doing here? And
Diplomacy.
we'll hopefully go through this without any more bloodshed. Fucking hell.
Don't roll it. Just
What, actual rolls? Oh,
you kind
yeah,
of just chuck it.
that was a slide, yeah. So 18, what was it, 26?
He kind of... And he kind of like has the knife down to his side now. And he's like... I would say the blood that you've spilt far outweighs our own. And the, you now hear kind of from your right, you hear, seems to be kind of coming from the guy with the knife. He's like, yeah, please, there's no need for this at all. And he, you see the guy kind of like, putting the knife further, kind of closer up to the guy's throat.
Can I ask Soren if he has like any handcuffs, any kind of restraints?
I don't have restraints, but I could blind him.
We need to arrest these guys. We need to make a citizen's arrest here.
I think you're right.
We need to figure out what's going on. They can't be. Do we have a contact with the stewards?
I don't know, but
You don't know.
I
So
got
what
an
are you doing?
idea. I could do something, and as soon as you see me do the thing, everyone's gonna have to move.
What are you doing?
All right, I'm gonna move a little bit over this way.
Okay, so you're walking away from him?
Yep, and I want to try to like talk to him, calm down, just kind of bluff him out.
What are you saying?
Telling him that there shouldn't be any more bloodshed, that there's no way for them to get out of this if they don't surrender, yada, yada, yada. I just want to bluff them out and try to get them, like, both looking right at me.
Okay, bluff.
14.
You see this guy looking at him, and he kind of stares at you. He kind of stares at his comrade for a second, and kind of looks at you, and he's just like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not submitting to you. And you see him reach up, and he slices his own throat. And you see this guy now starting to he kind of pushes the guy away, and like you guys got like a split second.
I'm
One
gonna
of you,
shoot.
really quick.
Flare light.
shooting.
Flare light.
I'm shooting.
One of you,
Yeah, with the
one of you-
Flare light.
Okay.
30-foot radius, 1 minute for blinding, 1 minute unable to move.
This is outside of combat. The combat has ended.
So I don't have my attunement anymore.
Right.
Shit, never mind.
Okay.
I want to try to, I guess, both take a shot at him.
Taking a shot.
One of you gets a shot.
You take the shot. You got the
All right,
rifle
go
at a
ahead.
better angle.
Trick attack.
All right.
So
So
this is
you-
I'm invading his mind. Like
As you see the knife kind of rearing up behind this guy.
I'm shooting
This one right
a knife.
Yeah. Wait, you're shooting the knife specifically?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
I made the call.
So your trick attack. What is it that you're doing?
Invading his mind, saying
Saying.
drop it.
All right. So intimidation.
Total? Intimidation. That was 17 plus 5. What is it? 22.
22. That just matches.
Okay. Now I'm attacking him.
All right. Make a shot.
That wasn't a roll. That wasn't a roll. It just popped out.
That's what she said.
Oh, the same roll. 22.
22. Oh yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
That was 3. No, is that plus anything?
3. No, I mean it's whatever
Yeah,
whatever the flat
roll.
is.
Yeah.
3. All right.
Mhm.
So you see the the beam just like pierce through the handle of the knife, and it just shatters it, and you see just his hand just like recoil, and he loses his grip, and this guy kind of like bails out of the way.
I want to just charge and try to tackle him.
All right, charge attack. So you
Just,
go ahead and make a -2 to your melee attack, but
don't roll like That's
he
such a
likes
weird
he likes
roll.
the shallow
He
rolls.
likes the bowling.
Yeah, he
Oh, yeah,
bowling
I gotta
balls
roll-
it.
I gotta actually roll it.
All right, what do you got?
15 minus 2, 13.
This thing is kind of slippery, so it
How
kind of
much?
makes us
13.
13. That just hits.
Hey.
All
Now,
right.
do I gotta do a grapple check?
Well, you're going to be doing
against his strength or something.
yeah,
Strength, okay.
whatever. Well, we'll just say like for the sake of brevity, we'll just say that you were able to pin him against the wall. It's a kind of like a half like torso height, so you just like barrel into him and you like brace him against the back wall, and he's kind of like pushing at you wildly.
Can I headbutt him, calm him, knock him out a little?
Knock him out a little,
Just a little.
just a little bit.
Just make him see stars, not full blackout.
One more
He's gotta
attack.
get that aggression out from all that
Non-lethal damage,
coughing.
so-
Yeah, nat 20.
Yeah, you knock the fuck out of him. You just boom smash
That was
him.
kick-ass.
Yeah,
I
you
watched all of that.
You knock him out.
Through my scope,
And
I
you
was
see
like,
this
"Holy
guy now,
fuck."
like he's like now against the ground. He's like,
I'm making my way to him, and I'm getting on top of him.
Ooh.
whoa.
I'm just like hovering over him, like
okay.
you
So
stay
he kinda,
down. You stay
he kind
down.
of looks at you. He's like, no, it's fine, it's fine. Oh my gosh. And you guys.
I say, over here. Is this guy dead? This guy's dead, right?
Oh,
Yeah, he
he
slashed his throat.
slashed his throat. He's out of dead.
I was just wondering.
So
Over
yeah.
here, over here. To you guys, I'm yelling.
I'm going over there, dude.
Yeah, I'll start,
Well,
I'll
yeah.
start moving over.
Less drawing on your pad, more interaction, sir. That's
the
not
only one
that's not an
involved
answer.
here.
It's your call. It's your
Not
call.
the only one involved in this situation.
I know,
I'm talking straight
but
to
I'm just
Skadar.
saying.
Your call.
Oh.
I got my eyes trained on this guy on the ground. I'm ready to shoot him.
All right, Zidix asks you, Skada, what's your call?
I mean, if we can get information out of him, that's what we need to do. It's worth more than killing him with it. What? I can still talk and draw at the same time.
You were saying stuff, but it didn't come out like in a timely manner.
Oh,
Focus on
shit,
this.
I
Let's just.
I can take another shot at him.
don't take another
Do
shot.
you know
at
this
him.
man?
I
He works for this company that's...
I don't know him.
He said he's the surveyor of these chemicals.
Let him live.
He kind of like, please.
Do you have some sort of identification?
He holds his one hand up as he kind of like reaches into like
I'm shooting at it.
a pocket.
Bad.
And he like
Aggressive motion.
like very shakily like holds out a card.
I take it from him and I investigate it.
Yeah, it says Lortian Dynamics and it
Okay.
says Director Pothos.
Okay, this dude is legit. Keep him. We need him to find out what's going on.
He works for...
Lortian Dynamics.
Lortian Dynamics.
Lorshun. Right?
How do you say his name?
Ian.
Ian.
Pothos. Pothas.
Spell it again. Let's get out.
Lorshun. Dynamics.
This is spelling bee.
Pothos?
Pothos.
So, Po.
Thas.
Pothas.
Yep.
I spelled it with a U, but whatever. That's
Pot
just a Sheeran
has.
thing.
Pot has.
Yep. So he kind of looks at you. Please, are you? Who is it that you're with?
We were
Don't say
sent
anything.
that he needs to know because if the information I have is correct, he should know that we're cool.
Dude, is there a code you can say to him that maybe he will figure out?
I will tell him. Are you in league with the Threshk?
No. I'm not part of some gang. And he's just kind of like holding his hands up still.
Okay. I don't care about appearances. I don't care about your situation. I just need to know the truth. We were sent here by the Threshk because we were supposed to help you take care of a rogue sect of gangsters.
He kind of looks at you. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, he's just kind of like now like speaking.
Are you guys not in league with the Threshk for your protection?
He's still just, I'm sorry. I'm just an inspector. I don't know what you mean.
Where are you stationed?
Up on one of the spires.
All right. Can you get us into contact with someone higher up in the chain than you?
But of course, I mean, they'll definitely want to know that you've saved me and corporate assets. Obviously, that's goes quite far in the company.
Like I said, that's why we were sent here. If I could get a meeting with somebody to iron this all out so we can figure out what is going on here.
He kind of kind of starts to push himself up, kind of like standing.
I'm still trained on him.
Okay, he stands up and he's like kind of brushes his like cloak off.
I'll go to my hip.
Okay. And he kind of, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I need to report this to the authorities, of course, and...
We'll do that.
Yeah, leave that to us.
Okay,
Can I
well-
search him?
yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna do a pat down. I'm gonna like
Ocular
if
pat
he
down?
Well, see if he has anything on him, any contact with an outside source.
okay, yeah, investigation check.
Okay.
And he kind of like, and he kind of moves away like a half step, and then he just still kind of like has his hands up and kind of seems to let you do it.
What is investigation? Is
Sorry, just we'll do say perception.
that okay? Perception. 16 plus 5. 16 plus 5.
21.
21.
You still have the ID card, so he doesn't seem to have much else on him. He has like his personal communicator.
Taking
and
that.
okay, you take.
Just for now, you
All right.
can't be in contact with anybody.
And,
Sorry for our safety.
So we need him to contact his superiors so we can meet with them.
And he's like
Eventually.
like a 30 credits grad stick.
Don't take that.
Don't take that.
Don't take his money.
Just as a show of good faith, don't
That
take
he doesn't have anything else.
Okay. Taking this for the time being. Taking his communicator.
Okay.
We'll text whatever for him.
So, okay.
I want to pipe up and lift this guy up since he's kind of knocked out a little bit, and say, "What do you guys want to do with this guy? We gonna
Bring him
interrogate him then,
to the
or are we gonna turn
authorities.
him in?
Turn him in.
Turn him in?
Well, no, hold on to him.
Oh, I wonder. He might have a bounty.
Perception check. From all you guys. Yep.
Is that 19? 25.
8.
Okay.
17.
17.
13.
You kind of hear it as you're like, what do we do with this guy? You hear the sci-fi equivalent of a wee woo wee woo as you hear kind of outside, and you see like kind of lights like kind of flashing as something kind of approaches, and you hear footsteps
We're gonna
as
get arrested again.
as two individuals clad in armor and not the same like steward kind of colors, but they seem to be definitely like security guards, and they kind of like enter the room, and they both like have like rifles kind of on you, and like they're like, "Halt! Freeze!"
Oh,